Daniel stood before the board of his small, struggling nonprofit, his heart heavy. His dream of providing clean water to remote villages felt like it was crumbling under the weight of financial setbacks and logistical failures. Dejected, he shared his sense of defeat with his mentor, an older and wiser man named Samuel. "It feels impossible," Daniel confessed, his voice filled with despair. "I had this vision from God, but every step forward is met with 3 steps back." Samuel listened patiently, his gaze compassionate. "Daniel," he began, "every great leader is shaped by the fire of adversity. God gives us dreams, but the journey to fulfilling them is where true character is forged. Think of Joseph." Samuel recounted the story of Joseph, a young man with a grand God-given dream. He was so focused on the vision of his family bowing to him that he didn't consider how his words would wound his brothers. His initial dream was filtered through youthful ego. Daniel nodded, seeing a reflection of his own early ambition. "Joseph's real leadership training didn't happen in a classroom," Samuel continued. "It happened in a pit, in slavery, and in a prison. He learned humility not by being in charge, but by serving. He learned integrity when tempted by Potiphar's wife, and he learned to trust God's timing while forgotten in a dungeon. Each test shaped him." Samuel leaned forward, his voice earnest. "A leader's presence changes the atmosphere. Joseph learned that his greatest power was not in his title, but in his connection to God. Even in the darkest places, God's favor was on him because he remained faithful. God reveals our trigger points in these trials," Samuel explained. "For some, it's greed or power. For others, it's ego or the need for approval. Joseph had to face his own. A wise leader knows their temptations and creates an escape plan, relying on God's strength, not their own." A new resolve began to grow in Daniel's heart. He saw his setbacks not as failures, but as training. He realized his dream wasn't just about providing water, it was about serving people. And that started with how he led his own team through this difficult season. That night, Daniel prayed a leader's prayer. "Lord, keep me humble. Let these trials shape my character and draw me closer to your vision. Help me to serve your people well." Returning to his team the next day, Daniel's presence had changed. He spoke not of failure, but of perseverance. He acknowledged their struggles with empathy and shared his renewed commitment to their shared mission. Inspired by his humble strength, the team rallied together. They found creative solutions, and slowly, doors began to open. Years later, as Daniel watched clean water flow in a village that once had none, he understood the deep truth of leadership. It was never about being in charge. It was about serving, just as Jesus did, and allowing every experience, good and bad, to shape him into the leader God called him to be.